So CYPHER, I picked the topic analytics development lifecycle because it's fundamentally the way that you approach developing the analytics projects is very different from developing a software, any product or project. So I picked that. Of course, I didn't give any philosophy or thesis or theory, how one should do. Instead, what I spoke, our experience, what we faced problem while doing. And we have, of course, intelligententerprise.ai, that's ours. And how did we overcome that? Which is what we're trying to frame it as a model, which is what we're trying to name it as a methodology we're going to give. So that's what pretty much summary of my speech here. So one thing, personally I don't like of too many jargons, right? Industry has created. Obviously, we Indian IT industry, we created many things because of, for consulting, to get a better consulting and get more projects over the period we created. So I don't differentiate all this stuff, whether AI, ML, NLP, analytics, all this when they are together, that's where you see the power and you see the value, right? And when you start, saying I'll only focus on analytics, I'll focus only on machine learning, I don't think you give a real business value. So that's what we fundamentally, we decided. We will not just say we're focusing on one thing. Of course, there is steps to do each of this to try to achieve. But we don't differentiate in a nutshell, and we're trying to put all this together and create a business value where the business can see the real outcome, and hence they realize, okay, this is bringing for me. Today all of us can see how Google Map works, right? We see the value, and that's how we're trying to create for enterprise by putting all this stuff. Right, so what we did is, to do all this stuff, you need a data. And the data is in the enterprise, right? Any bigger corporates has data. The data could be in 100 different forms, right? I may have a simple email, or has somebody given some form in a bank, filled a form, just I have scanned that. That is also a data, right? I've got information about the customer, what request he has asked, he might have handwritten, or he has filled a pre-printed form. And it could be, we sent a statement to the customer, it's a PDF, or it could be a customer Aadhaar card. So we don't differentiate the database, which in traditionally people call data, right? We don't differentiate that to digital contents. We put together, we call data or information. Okay, so that's what we combined together. That's the first thing we did it. So we created a foundation platform which does this job, crawling, same like Google, it start crawling your enterprise as long as you're authorized to crawl to your mailbox, authorized to crawl your server, crawls and gets the data. So once it streams the data in real time, it does all this job. Once you have the data, then the way you wanted to see in a plain English, right? You type, show me all my customers, who are buying this product in last 1 month. This is what I just want to see. Why would I create so many SQL reports, many things? I just type. Can the system show? That's the vision, okay, we have taken. So you just type, which is what the NLP comes to picture, right? Now it has to work based on the context. Now I also wanted to see, okay, if this is how it goes, what will be the trend, which is what the prediction comes, right? How will I predict it, right? Based on that. Now, can I put some machine learning out of all this stuff? Do it differently, which is what we're working. For example, we read certain legal documents and look out of that and see what are all the particular area in US, particular state, what kind of problem it's creating. And when the data comes, we also say, based on our experience, this may create a future problem or the society may go differently. So that's where we're trying to use, ML. So obvious, we always focused on outcome, what business can see.
How is the evolution of this new tech sector in India?
Yeah, so I think I've been almost 18 years working, and I worked in different geography. I worked in Australia, worked in UK, Finland and US, different places. I also did one of the large government project in India. I headed and I transformed. I was architect, chief architect of that, and entirely transformed, which I was so proud that I could contribute something for the country. So when I did that, that's where I realized people really wanted to have simple thing, and one of the best example, mobile phone, right? Smartphone, we are the topmost users because it made so simple. So as long as you give something so simple, we are so great adapting. We don't mind changing ourselves, adapting new thing. So that's the great about India. So when I started looking now the technology, and one big change I see early 2000 or until 2008, you can say India IT was a service oriented company. It was always cost center. That's how we used to think. Now it's been changed. We becoming the product. We're creating now so many intellectual out of India. Right? The one we created, of course, it's in India. We're trying to sell in US, in Silicon Valley we're selling. So we feel it's completely the learning that I see is India is moving to the product, which we're going to innovate a lot because the problems are more here, the data is more here, so we can innovate many things. That's the big change I see. One bigger challenge I see, the education system got changed, okay. At least when I studied, of course, I didn't come from tier 1 college or anything, but at least we all learn the fundamentals, right? And that I feel, it's the lagging now. So I was talking to a couple of, we go today, we have got about 50 plus people. We go and take from a lot of freshers from the college, mostly from Maharashtra, we do that. So when I was talking to a lot of young kids, they don't really know the fundamental, and I don't see it's their problem. It's because the college has changed. Okay, everybody now looks data analytics. Everybody looks now Java. So you don't know what is compiler. You don't know what is programming. You started looking something, using it, right? You become a user of the software rather creator of the software. So that's one fundamental issue I see. So I've asked a couple of university to change. From, we're working on deemed university, I'm working with them to create a curriculum where it can be a domain-specific engineering. For example, we're trying to create insurance engineer. So in the engineering 4 years, you have couple of years learn the domain. So you become knowledge about that particular industry, and you are great on the engineering, you create something good. Somebody wanted to do only computer science, doing research and development, go for pure computer science. So which I see may help a lot, and that's the change I would expect many education system if it's changed. At least we're trying with the 2 deemed universities, they're trying to form the syllabus, we're helping. So hopefully they put that, will help. Yeah, CYPHER really is the first time for me, and I'm amazed, the 2 things I'm amazed. One is the number of people, the type of people, right, who came. And it's not just people, companies sent, they came here, right? And they have a lot of interest to learn and a lot of things to share. Most of them, when I walk here, I can see everybody just want to know what you do, how we can share the knowledge, right? One, I felt that's the greatest idea, coming here at least, you learn what my neighbor is doing at least, right? Which I don't know, right? Or sitting somewhere, which is a great thing I see. And bringing the community together, the one problem I was talking about, the development life cycle, I strongly believe that can be solved by, the CYPHER, right? Because here is the community. Everybody adopts that, it works. Everybody talks the education system changing, it works. So I believe that, for sure, CYPHER can help and change it.